Okay. Um. How does? Oh, I have to face the mic. That's right. Okay. Okay. Here we go. All right. Raggy. Raggy. Okay. Let's see what that sounded like. Okay. All right. Top 10 fears, or at least like 10 of them. I don't know. Like, okay, so I made this list on my phone. I've been thinking about it for a while. All right, let me pull it up here real quick. Let me paint a picture for you. All right. Okay. So imagine this, right? You are chilling. You're just chilling, and you're chewing on some gum. You're eating it, chewing it, smacking on it. Some people call it bubble gum. Doesn't really matter. Um, Anyways, you're just chilling, doing your thing, right? And then suddenly you get this like itch in your throat, and you're like, ah, and you're like, what is it? Well, it's a cough. It's a cough building up, and so you go for this like very pronunciated, very like, and then right after the cough, you're like immediately after, right? You're like, I gotta swallow. And so just instinctually you do. You go, gulp, and whoops, you just swallowed some gum. You just put gum in your stomach. It just traveled, it just sunk down your throat. That's gross. And it's like, what if you choke or die? And just like I've had this happen to me before, and I hated the feeling. It was really, anyways, so now I'm afraid of chewing gum because what if you get the urge to cough and you swallow it? Like, that'd be awful. That'd be disgusting. Yeah. You are cooking food on your stove. You're putting that butter in that pan, getting it all around in there. You put some chicken in there, you fry it, put some salt, put some pepper on there, season it all up, put it on your dish. You go away, you go and you eat it, and I don't know. Let's say like the room smells or something. So you're like, I'm gonna light a candle. And you go over to the candle and you grab like a match or something and you light it. You light that candle and then boom, everything just everywhere, like boom, explosion, engulfed in flames. This is my second fear. Leaving a burner on, or leaving the stove on, leaving a grill on, leaving anything that has to do with gas or propane or something like that. So this also can include like your car. Like, you go into your garage, like I don't know, you come home from work or something and you're driving into your garage, right? And you park the car, you go inside, maybe you like get some water or something, you're just chilling, you're kind of decompressing from a day, and next thing you know, you got carbon monoxide poisoning. You left your car on and you closed the garage, like the garage door. Like, you're screwed. And the thing about carbon monoxide poisoning is that you don't even know it's coming. It just, like, you just assume everything's right because it intoxicates you and makes you think everything's okay. And it's like, anyways, those are like another two of my fears. You could call it one or two. I'm not really sure. Anyways. Fear number 2. Oh, I don't even. Oh wait, I mean fear number 3. I don't even know if I have the gall to tell you this story. It's one of my biggest fears of all time. It's ever since I was a little child, I had this fear. of whenever I come out of my bed, like in the morning, and you know, like you don't just like hop out of bed. You kind of turn yourself and then you put your feet on the ground. And my fear is that something from under the bed grabs me. It grabs my legs. And it's like, ah, oh my gosh, what just grabbed me? And I don't know, maybe it pulls me under, like into the underworld or something, or like, I don't even know. It's a really big fear of mine. I don't know if it's a monster or a person. I don't know what would be worse. Really just anything underneath my bed would really scare me. It's one of my biggest fears. Okay.
Fear number 4. Let's take a break. Let's think of something nice. Let's take a second to feel our fingers, our skin. Let's take a deep breath and feel the air move through our lungs. And let's imagine that in our armpit, or maybe between our fingers, there's a tick. I hate ticks so much. Ticks are one of my bigger fears. There's really not a lot to say about it, just it's disgusting. I've had ticks in all the worst places, 10-fold, then 20-fold, then 30-fold. Like, it's like there's so many folds. I have wrinkles. It's not good. And I sometimes I'm afraid to even go outside or go hiking just because of ticks. I mean, I know there's tick spray, but there's Lyme disease, and that can make you allergic to meat for years. And it's like, I just don't want to take that gamble. So let's just imagine for a second a world where ticks don't exist and okay, ticks.
Alright, okay. Fear number 5. Alright, horses. This really, it does not need a lot of explanation. Horses are ugly, abominable, outlandish creatures. Everything about them is terrifying. They have long snouts, their stupid buck teeth, their evil grins, their allergies, their hooves, and don't even, they're really, really big. It's like super, super fat. Some of them are hundreds of pounds, and they're just really big, gargantuan even. Like, alright, let me pull out a thesaurus. Like, gnarly, harrowing, deplorable, odious, repugnant animals. Some people think horses have personalities, or even a soul, but I don't think that's true at all. You know, I know what horses really are. They're evil, awful things. They are my 5th fear. There's not really a lot to say. The ocean. The ocean is my 6th fear. It is vast, and some may think it's very empty. I don't know if that's true. I think it's full of lots of little things. Little robots, bacteria, plankton, coral. You know, I feel bad about the coral reefs actually that they're dying, but that's scary. But no, like, there's sharks. People say sharks aren't dangerous, but they totally are. They'll eat you, you know. They don't care if your surfboard looks like a person or not. They'll eat you, you know. Whales are giant. The sunken ships, you know, I bet you the Kraken is real. There's probably multiple. It's probably a gang. Anyways, yeah, the ocean's just terrifying. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Fear number 7, it's like with the scientists, you know, basically like false vacuum decay. Like the thought that at like any second or any moment, everything could just like Okay. All right. So we got fear number 8. This one, it's like you're walking on a trail or you're walking outside, and you're some kind of hippie or you're new age or you're real cool and hip, you know. And so you're like, I'm not gonna wear shoes. I don't need shoes. I don't need flip flops. I'm gonna be one with nature. And so you're walking out there on the trail or in the forest or something, and it's like really muddy, barefoot, you know. Well, I guess one of the things you could be afraid of is like stepping on a sharp rock and cutting your foot open. But what I'm actually afraid of, like terrified of, is getting worms, like little parasites. Like, you know, they come through the foot and then they get into your intestines, and all that, and it's like they'll get into your stomach, and it's really gross and disgusting. Or just like, you know, if you have a pet, for example, I don't even know if this is real, but if you have a pet and it gets worms and like you kiss the pet, or like, I don't know, let's say the pet is walking around in the mud and then it gets mud on you, like, I don't know, it's just disgusting. Worms are so terrifying to me. Anything that is a foreign object coming into you, terrifying, disgusting. Okay. So my night fear, it's like misspelling a word, or like a worm, or a verb. It's like super bad and not fun. Like getting into an online argument and you're going band for band with the dude, orchestra for orchestra, and you just happenstance to not be speaking with that eloquence. You're trying to say the other dude smells bad, but you just told him to put on some colon. Okay. All right, it looks like our time is about to be up here. Our time spent together. My final fear, my 10th and last fear, is candy. When you're eating what? Okay, so someone gives you a chocolate coin, right? Like, here you go. Here's a little chocolate coin, sonny, right? And you're about to chew into it, and you take a bite. It's metal.